The sun hung low over the Caribbean Sea, painting the sky in golden hues. In the heart of a small coastal town, where the scent of jasmine drifted through the warm air, a young man named Florentino Ariza sat beneath a mango tree, his heart pounding with anticipation. He clutched a letter in his trembling hands. A love letter. A confession. His heart belonged to one woman, Fermina Daza. She was the most beautiful girl he had ever seen, and her eyes, filled with quiet intelligence, held a world of mystery. For months, they had exchanged secret letters, filled with poetry, promises, and dreams. Though they had barely spoken in person, their love was deep, intense, and undeniable. But love is rarely simple, and this was just the beginning of a love story that would span a lifetime. Fermina's father was a wealthy, ambitious man. He had grand plans for his daughter's future, and those plans did not include a poor poet like Florentino. One evening, as the sun melted into the horizon, Fermina's father discovered the secret love letters. His face darkened with anger. "This will end now," he declared. The very next day, he sent Fermina away, far from Florentino, to a distant town. Florentino was devastated, but he made a promise to himself. He would wait. No matter how many years passed, no matter how many obstacles stood in their way, he would wait for Fermina to return. Years passed, and Fermina returned, more elegant and mature than ever. Florentino, his heart bursting with hope, rushed to see her. He had waited for this moment, for the reunion that would finally bring them together. But when Fermina saw him, something had changed. The letters, the promises, the poetry, it all felt like a distant dream. "It was nothing but a childish illusion," she said, her voice cold but firm. Florentino's world crumbled. Then, the final blow came. Fermina married another man. Not just any man, but Dr. Juvenal Urbino, a respected and wealthy physician. Florentino's heart shattered. But still, he did not give up. "I will wait," he whispered, "for as long as it takes." While Fermina built a life with her husband, Florentino never let go of his love. He climbed the social ladder, became a wealthy and respected man, but inside, he remained the same young poet who had once written love letters beneath a mango tree. Yet, his love for Fermina did not keep him from experiencing life. He had affairs, many of them. Over 600 lovers, each one a temporary distraction. But in the end, his heart always belonged to Fermina. And then, decades later, everything changed. Dr. Urbino, the man who had taken Fermina away, passed away in an accident. And just like that, after 51 years, 9 months, and 4 days, Florentino saw his chance. On the day of Dr. Urbino's funeral, as Fermina mourned her husband, Florentino approached her. His hair was gray, his face lined with years of longing. But his heart was the same. "I have loved you all my life," he whispered. "Now that he is gone, I can finally say it." Fermina was shocked, even angry. "Have you no respect?" she demanded. "This is not the time." But Florentino was patient. He had waited a lifetime. He could wait a little longer. And so he did. He wrote to her, again and again, just as he had when they were young. He reminded her of the love they had once shared, of the passion that still lived inside him. At first, Fermina resisted. She had spent her life believing that love belonged to the young. But slowly, she began to see love in a new way. Not as a fire that burns hot and fast, but as a river that flows steady and deep. A love that endures, despite time, despite loss, despite everything. And finally, after a lifetime of waiting, she said yes. They boarded a ship together, sailing down the river, their hands intertwined. And there, in the golden light of the setting sun, they made a choice to love each other for the rest of their days. No matter how much time remained. True love does not fade, it only changes. Florentino's love was not about possession, it was about devotion. Fermina learned that love is not just for the young, it is timeless. And together, they proved that love, real love, can endure anything, even time itself. So if you have ever loved, if you have ever waited, if you have ever believed in love despite the odds, this story is for you. Because sometimes, love is not about the perfect moment. Sometimes, love is about waiting until the moment is ready for you. If this story moved you, hit like and subscribe for more unforgettable tales.